everyone. Nearly all teenagers in the US use social media. Meanwhile, social media companies and many users defend the platforms as avenues for promoting creativity and community building. How is it impacting their mental health? And what are some steps that we can take to help lessen the harm of social media on kids? Welcome to Got 5. You've got 5 minutes. And well, I've got a lot to say. I'm your host, Peggy Smiles, and on today's episode, we're searching for answers on how to help teenagers positively and safely navigate social media. Did you know that Facebook has more than 2.85 billion users? So just how does social media impact your health? Joining us today are two experts. Naomi Clark, professor at FAMU University, and Preston Banks, Chief Social Media Director of Children Are Us. Hello to you both, and thanks for joining.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Internal research by the social media giant found that Instagram worsened body image issues for 1 in 3 teenage girls, and all teenage users of the app linked it to experiences of anxiety and depression. Watchdog groups have identified Facebook and Instagram as avenues for cyberbullying, and reports have linked TikTok to dangerous and antisocial behavior, including a recent spate of school vandalism. Naomi, I'm going to start with you. Please share your insights on social media's influence.
Thanks, Peggy. Social media is such an integral part of everyone's lives today, especially adolescents. And so, a lot of my research and collaborations have focused on how we promote the benefits of social media use. There hasn't been enough dialogue surrounding the impacts of social media on our youth, in my view. I think parents should talk more about social media literacy.
That's a good point, Naomi. Statistics show that 5.04 billion people around the world now use social media, and 266 million new users have come online within the last year. And the average daily time spent using social media is 2 hours 23 minutes. Can you believe that? Shut the front door. Think about how productive you could be in 2 hours. We could take an online class twice a week for 3 hours, and it still would be less than the time we spend on social media. Don't get me started. Naomi, did you say 2 hours a day?
That's right, Peggy. It's quite shameful.
I want to get Preston's view. Preston, what are your thoughts?
Facebook and Instagram and other social media platforms are important sources of socialization and relationship building for many young people. For young people, social media provides a platform to help them figure out who they are. For very shy or introverted young people, it can be a way to meet others with similar interests. During the pandemic, social media made it possible for people to connect in ways when in-person socialization was not possible. Social support and socializing are critical influences on coping and resilience.
Are you kidding me? Yes, there are important benefits. Social media can also provide platforms for bullying and exclusion, unrealistic expectations about body image and sources of popularity, normalization of risk-taking behaviors, and can be detrimental to mental health. Did you think about that?
Friends we couldn't see in person were available online and allowed us important points of connection.
Oh my gosh! Where did you come from? Girls and young people who identify as sexual and gender minorities can be especially vulnerable as targets. Young people's brains are still developing, and as individuals, young people are developing their own identities. What they see on social media can define what is expected in ways that is not accurate, and that can be destructive to identity development and self-image. Period.
Listen, all I am saying is whether it's social media or in person, a good peer group makes the difference. A group of friends that connects over shared interests like art or music and is balanced in their outlook on eating and appearance is a positive. A good peer group online may be protective against negative in-person influences. For those with a history of eating disorders, there are body positive and recovery groups on social media. Some people find these groups to be supportive. For others, it's more beneficial to move on and pursue other interests.
Thanks, Preston. Let's move on to the next question. How can parents learn about the different social media platforms? Naomi, what are your thoughts?
As much as I study the harmful side of technology, I love technology. And I think we can use and have a better relationship with technology. And so, there are ways that parents can feasibly, in not too much effort, keep informed of new social media or what the risks and benefits are. You want to learn and understand, but you also have certain lines that you won't cross. And I think that's important.
That part right there. Thanks, Naomi. Preston, what are your thoughts?
Communicating with friends on social media can be helpful for child development, including a chance to learn new social skills and complex relationships. A multi-pronged approach to social media management.
OMG! Please cut his mic.
Hey, listen, the folks over at.
For crying in the mud, will someone please cut his mic? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are not sufficiently educating people on the impact of social media use and how many apps are designed to manipulate. Good night. And don't forget to log off.